Hello everybody and welcome back to the second part of this video where I go over some more famous North Korean monuments. So the first 6 monuments that I covered in part 1 of this video, that was the Mansudae Grand Monuments, that's the big statues, the Cholima statue, the Arch of Reunification, the Arch of Triumph, the Juche Tower and the Party Foundation Monument. And these are probably the most famous monuments in North Korea. However, today I'm going to go over some more monuments that you may have not heard of. You probably haven't seen them in the media, but they're very significant, very important, and they carry lots of symbolism and they're super interesting. So stick with me whilst I go over these lesser known but very interesting North Korean monuments. First one I'm going to talk about is the United Front Monument. So this monument complex is composed of 2 parts. The first is a revolutionary site, Suksum Revolutionary Site, commemorating a meeting Kim Il-sung held. The monument itself is a stone tower with the inscription United Front Tower and a quote by Kim Il-sung inscribed on the foundation. This quote is glorifying the efforts of patriotic people, both from the North and South, who united to achieve the liberation and unification of North Korea. Or unification of Korea, I should say. The second monument we're going to talk about has a great name. The Monument to the Development of the Potong River. No, that's not it. The Monument to the Potong River Improvement Project. Great name. So Pyongyang's main river, the Taedong-gang, gang meaning river, is one of the longest in Korea and it has many tributaries. In Pyongyang itself, the main secondary channel is the Potong-gang, literally meaning the normal river, with Potong meaning normal. This merges with the Taedong-gang just to the south of the city. There's lots of interesting history behind this project and you can definitely learn more by visiting this very rarely visited monument. The third monument also has a great name. The Monument to the Decision Made at the Fork in the Road. And together with the great name, this monument also actually has a great story. It's dedicated to a story told in one of President Kim Il-sung's memoirs. According to the story, Kim Il-sung was returning home to Mangyongdae in 1945 to see his family when he reached a fork in the road. One way led to his hometown, the other to the Kangson region, an important center for heavy industry in North Korea. He went to Kangson to deliver on-the-spot guidance to the factory workers and to see what could be done about rejuvenating the area. He later returned to Mangyongdae, his home. The fourth and final monument we're going to talk about is the Ri-in-mo Monument. Visiting the Ri-in-mo Monument will give you a great chance to hear a story about something that pretty much everyone in North Korea knows, but hardly anyone outside of North Korea knows. Ri-in-mo was born in 1917, and he's universally known to the DPRK population due to being the most famous of a group known as former long-term unconverted prisoners of war. This is a group of national heroes who were taken prisoner during the Korean War and remained for decades in the South while never recanting their loyalty to the North. For this, Ri is known in North Korea as the incarnation of faith and will. And that's it. That is 4 North Korean monuments that you probably had no idea existed, but I'm sure you're very grateful for now knowing a little bit of an insight into their fascinating stories. And if you want to find out more, I'll put links into blogs that I've written and you can read a lot more about these individual monuments. And if there's any monuments that you want me to cover, if you haven't seen part 1, I'd recommend seeing part 1 because those are the famous monuments. If there's still some monuments that you want me to cover, then please put it in the comments below and I will make sure to do a video on those as well. And if you have any more questions, I didn't go into super deep detail on all of these monuments because it would just take a very, very long time. Like I could talk for 20 minutes about each of these monuments. So if you have any questions specifically about these monuments, then do put them in the comments below and I will cover them. Thanks for sticking with me. Remember to like and subscribe. Thank you everyone. Bye bye.